Speaking of other coup legitimizers, Sidney Powell. And look, and I want to make something clear. This is obviously, for all these people involved who are sitting on the stage, a mechanism in which to generate money. And it very well may be their 90% of why they are there is to generate money. Maybe they don't believe any of this. Maybe they believe some of it. Maybe they sort of believe it. But the point is that the people in the audience, they're spending money to go and believe that. They're not making the money. Here is Sidney Powell.
Rebranded Sidney Powell. Biker chick Sidney Powell, right? She's in a new phase of her life.
She needs it's freedom. Sidney Powell at that same Patriot Roundup conference.
That he can simply be reinstated, that a new inauguration date is set. And Biden is told to move out of the White House, and and President Trump should be moved back in. I'm sure there's not going to be credit for time lost, unfortunately, because the Constitution itself sets the date for inauguration. But he should definitely get the remainder of his term and make the best of it. That's for sure.
So she's basically saying there that in a matter of time, Trump will be reinstalled as the true president of the United States. And there are cheers of people who traveled and spent money, as you say, to go to that conference and hear that. Like, that is a thought process out there. And so then at the same conference, when they're talking about let's copy what happened in Myanmar or mini-bar, right? Then, like, okay, we have to kind of treat this with some semblance of, you know, let's take this seriously. This could happen another time. And as you mentioned, the seeds of stop the steal, the seeds of these votes are illegitimate, the seeds of it's illegal immigrants who are voting and the Republican Party is being screwed over by illegality in the voting systems. This has been a long con, and they've laid the groundwork in that work, and they're going to continue to try to go back to that well, and it might get increasingly more violent, which is the January 6th Commission. It may bore people. It kind of bores me a little bit, but it's important because, one, it's a wedge issue for the Democratic Party, and two, because of everything I just said.
Right. And let's also be clear here. This is going to be a problem for years.
Yeah.
This is not something that just goes away. This doesn't just go away. And
the same people who are saying that this commission is a waste of time on the left, I guess, you know, in 3 years when they're making the same arguments, they'll be talking about how crazy the right wing is when it comes to this. But like, that was part of why we needed a reckoning in this moment. Yes. I mean, it is really, I mean, to a certain extent, it's just like bailing water. I mean, this is not going away, folks, and it's going to grow.